Hey, Luna. I got a call from your father. He said you're going to get married. Congratulations. I can't believe you were 10 years old, and now you're going to be a bride. Thanks, but I don't want you to congratulate me. What? I haven't thought of you as my mother for the past 15 years. Oh my. I've always treated you as if you were my own daughter. I never once thought of you that way. My father hates you too. Well, why did you even marry him? I can't understand. I mean, after all, you couldn't even have a child. I wanted a sister or a brother. I'm sorry, but I don't know what to say. I wanted to have a baby too. You're not attractive in any way. Don't talk like that. I loved your father with all my heart. He needed me too. That's why I wanted to marry him. It sounds so fake. I can't imagine marrying a man who already has a child. Why do you think like that? Chloe, you found someone you love and decided to marry him. You must understand how I feel, right? That's why I don't understand. I don't understand why my father married a woman who's not even attractive. Well, he's a smart guy, so I'm sure he had something else in his mind. Chloe, don't talk to me like that. I won't forgive you for talking to your mother like that. You're not my mother. Hi, Owen. Do you have a minute?
What is it?
I just texted Chloe to congratulate on her wedding, but she was very upset. I wonder if she has a grudge against me.
A grudge against you? Of course she does. She doesn't like you.
What?
Well, now that she's getting married, it's like you completed your job for 15 years.
What are you talking about?
It means we don't need you anymore.
Huh?
What have you done for us in the past 15 years? You can't have a baby. You're getting more and more unattractive. You're getting chubby and fat, even though you haven't been pregnant. I think I married the wrong woman.
There's nothing I can do about it. I'm sorry I couldn't have a baby. But your looks changed after 15 years too. I've sacrificed myself to balance work and child raising. I was so relieved when Chloe got a job. I don't think I'm any different than any other mother. I've always treated her the best I could.
But it doesn't change the fact that she hates you, right? Did she ever open up to you, even once? As far as I can remember, that never happened. She even refused to have you come to her college graduation ceremony. That's the proof that she doesn't approve you as a mother, isn't it?
That's...
In the end, she scolded me why I didn't marry someone prettier. She was thinking you as a useful housemaid or something, don't you think?
Why do you say such terrible things? I treated her as my own daughter. I have learned how to cook. I have communicated with her friends' mothers, and I have participated in school events. All to make her as happy as she can. Are you saying none of that didn't matter to her?
As far as I can see, that's the way it seems to me. But you must be happy that she found you useful around the house. And it's the same for me. When I come home, the dinner is ready, the cleaning and laundry are done. And on top of that, you worked so hard at your job. So I thought it's worth using you for a benefit.
So, I've just been used by you guys for the past 15 years.
Well, I guess that's what it comes down to, isn't it? But you should be thankful that you had a home to go home to, and a family,
What do you mean?
If I didn't marry you, you would never have gotten married, you know?
What kind of nerve do you people have? That's not something you say to a wife or a mother.
All the wives in the world cook, clean, do laundry, and work. It's nothing to be overbearing about. If you think that was hard work, that's because you just suck at it.
Oh my. I was just a housekeeper to you guys. You just used me for 15 years.
That's right. Otherwise, I would never have married you. I'm going to a dinner with Chloe and her fiancé today to congratulate them for their marriage.
What? Then shouldn't I go with you?
You're in the way, so you should stay home.
Good morning. The day has finally arrived.
What are you talking about?
It's Chloe's wedding day. We have to get ready for it.
Huh?
What?
Are you going to Chloe's wedding?
It's her big day. Of course I'm going.
Haven't you realized you're not her mother? She didn't like you once for 15 years. And how can you even think that you're going? You're not family.
What? I'm your wife. What are you talking about?
I told you. All you have to do is serve us. Don't do anything you don't have to.
Just serve.
Thanks for being our ATM for 15 years.
Hey, what are you talking about? Aren't we a family? We lived under one roof for 15 years. What do you mean by ATM?
Thanks for working so hard for us. Thanks to you, we were able to get Chloe through college. But she doesn't think of you as her mother, so there is no room for you at my daughter's wedding.
Is that how you've been thinking about me? Fine. Then I'm not going, and don't contact me again.
Don't act tough.
I've felt terrible about a lot of things in my life, but I've reached my limit.
Okay.
If that's the way it is, I'm not going to the wedding. I'm leaving this house too. You guys have a good time as a family. I won't bother you anymore. Hey, I heard from my dad. I heard you finally moved out of the house. I really think you've worked hard for 15 years. I appreciate you for that. I wish you would have left earlier, though. I'm glad my dad is finally happy now. Thank you very much for saying that. To tell you the truth, I've been feeling a bit overwhelmed myself. I thought maybe if you were gone, it would be a little less stressful. But I don't want to have to repress myself to be with your father. Huh? You think I was the reason for your stress? You're ugly and fat and small, and you were more stressful to us. You should be thanking me for spending 15 years with you. Your father said he wanted me to be your mother. He practically begged me. I was a fool to marry him. Thanks to him, I wasted long years of my life. But from now on, I want to spend my precious time for myself. Huh? You're such a joke. You were used and thrown away. Aren't you ashamed of yourself? No, I'm not ashamed of myself. You should be the one who's ashamed. After 15 years of being taken care of, with school and personal life, up until now, you've been able to do so many things because I supported you. What are you talking about? I'm an adult now. I'm married. You may be an adult. You may be married, but you haven't grown up. I'm sure you're going to feel that pettiness from now on. Huh? What are you being so cocky about? You're the woman that my father hates and abandoned. Don't act like you're the tough guy here. Say what you want. You're the ones who are in trouble, so I don't care what you say. I see. Well, let me tell you a little secret. Secret? Yes, which you're the only one who didn't know about. What is it? There's a girl he's been seeing. What? Unlike you, she's beautiful. Good figure, a great cook and all. There's no way you can go up against her. That's why my father must have been so happy when you left. I see. How long has he been dating this person? I think since I entered high school. So, they've been together for about 8 years now? That's right. She's beautiful, kind, and very thoughtful. Oh, I see. She understands us very well. She didn't rush him to marry her since he told her that we have a housekeeper, and she was totally fine with that. You've been used as our housekeeper for a long time. I somehow sensed the presence of a woman in his life. You've met her already, haven't you? Of course! We had a celebration dinner when I got into college. She cooked for me on my birthday and bought me presents. So, on your anniversaries, you two went out together? Yup. And when you and your husband had dinner with your father before the wedding? She was with us that time too. She made all the reservations for us, and it was great. She knows a lot of nice restaurants, and she's good friends with my dad. They really like each other. Well, then he should have divorced me. That way, I could have gotten off easy a lot sooner. I just told you, didn't I? You had to keep working as our housekeeper. Housekeeper. Did you guys really think of me as a housekeeper? Of course we did. I have never liked you, and so does my father. You were just an important housekeeper in our family. And he had fooled me for 8 years? I guess so. But for the first 7 years, he was seeing another woman. I don't know about her very well. So, you're saying that he had a woman ever since he married me? Seems so. My dad is a bad man, isn't he? But there's no proof that he's having an affair, is there? Maybe you're just saying that to hurt me. You must be, since you hate me so much. You're making all this up, aren't you? Maybe I should check with your father. Huh? I'm not lying. I don't mind if you ask him. I have proof too.
Hey, Luna. How long are you going to be away from home? Come home and do your chores, for God's sake. Huh? I told you I'm leaving, didn't I? I've no intention of going back to that house, and I already filed for divorce. How could you possibly do that? Besides, no man is going to take you because you're not attractive. You know that. You wrote the divorce papers first, remember? I already filed the divorce papers to the city hall. We're not married anymore. Huh? What are you taking seriously? Can't you take a joke? Who would turn in a filled-out divorce papers as a joke? You didn't need me, so you gave me the divorce papers, didn't you? I'm glad I'm finally free from you. If you divorce me, you'll never get married, okay? I don't care. Frankly, I've learned my lesson in marriage. It's a lot better than living with you, treating me like a housekeeper. But you can't live without me, can you? How are you going to live? I don't need you to worry about that. I have enough income to live on my own. I think it's you who should rather be worried about your future. You have nowhere to go. Stop messing around already. Come back home now.
Don't be selfish. I told you I'm not coming back.
Don't get carried away, you ugly, fat, lousy housekeeper. You're an ugly, unattractive, disgusting woman. And you're going to do what I tell you to.
I'm done with you.
You're getting more and more pathetic, you know that?
You're only doing this because I'm more convenient for you, aren't you?
Huh?
Without me, you wouldn't be able to cook, and you'd have to do all the cleaning and laundry. Especially after Chloe got married and leaves home. If I'm gone, the house will be a mess. That's why you want to keep me as your housekeeper, right?
I'm worried that I might not be able to do it, but that's not all. You're my wife, so...
Oh, I see. You need my income too.
Huh?
If you kept me at home, I'd be your housekeeper as well as your ATM. Right? If you need a housekeeper, pay for one yourself. I've been working for free for 15 years. I will never work for you anymore.
Are you insane?
You're insane. You're the one who said I'm not family, remember? Why should I have to take care of someone who isn't family? Don't be selfish. Besides, I heard it from Chloe.
About what?
I heard you've been seeing another woman since you married me. You've been with your current girlfriend for 8 years now.
Huh? She told you that?
Yes, she told me everything. She told me that you had dinner with her every anniversary, and that you got her presents for her birthday, and that all the trips you took were actually with that woman. Really, I was being taken advantage of, wasn't I?
That's...
When Chloe told me about this, I checked our joint savings account. It was all withdrawn. I had saved it to pay for Chloe's wedding. I had been saving every month to save for my grandchildren in the future. And it's all gone. You used all that money to that woman, didn't you?
She likes brand goods and fancy food. And while I was paying for it, I ran out of money. I'll pay back the money, I promise.
Don't be so ridiculous.
I just got a bill to pay for Chloe's wedding. I don't have that kind of money now.
That's because you spent it, right? You'll have to take care of it yourself, or go to the groom's family and ask for it. You just made yourself look like a big person by saying you're going to take care of everything, didn't you? I don't care how you're going to pay back.
Don't say that. I did it for Chloe. She is our daughter.
How dare you? You said she never thought of me as her mother. And you also said I wasn't her mother. You didn't even let me attend her wedding because I'm not her real mother. You can't just ask me to pay for it. You'll have to take care of it yourself.
But you make more money than I do. You can save as much as you want after you pay for the wedding, can't you?
Don't be silly. Do you have any idea how much I have paid for the past 15 years? I've paid for rent, food, utilities, everything we need to live on. I don't want to have to pay for some scumbag father and daughter anymore. Why don't you just ask your lover to pay for it?
I can't do that. She doesn't like men without money.
I'm sure she doesn't, since you had been paying for her brand stuff and all. But you're the one who chose her. Why don't you get married with her? I'm already divorced from you, and I won't pay for the wedding or any living expenses.
You've got to be kidding me.
And then, I'll charge alimony for you and your lover, so please be prepared for that.
Wait a minute. How can I pay alimony when I have no money for the wedding or living expenses? She would leave me if you do that. And besides, you have no proof that I was having an affair.
Well, I have plenty of evidence.
Huh?
When I cornered Chloe, she easily sent me pictures and videos of the evidence.
She did?
Photos of you two eating together, traveling together. Oh yeah, and some of them were videos of the two of you relaxing in bed together.
Huh?
I don't even know why you sent this kind of pictures to your own daughter. Well, thanks to her, I have about 30 photos and videos to prove it. My lawyer said I'll definitely be able to file for alimony.
I don't believe this.
So, I guess you'll have to pay for it somehow. I hope you will be punished for what you've done in the past 15 years. I'm sure Chloe will be punished as well.
Oh no! Don't put us all in misery!
You've been using me as your housekeeper for 15 years. I won't tolerate any of it. I'll take you to court if I have to.
No way! I'm sorry, Luna. I'm sorry. I apologize as much as I have to, so please don't make me pay for alimony. I can never pay that much.
Didn't you hear me? I told you I don't tolerate this. Well then, I'm sure you'll be hearing from my lawyer for more details. I hope you guys continue to live happily together.
Wait, Luna. Please forgive me. Please.
After that, Owen, who had used up all his own savings and the joint savings, was unable to pay for Chloe's wedding, so he asked the groom's parents. When the groom and the groom's parents found out how he was unable to pay for the wedding, they were furious with him and said they could not marry a woman who would disrespect their mother, who had raised her for 15 years. So they broke up the marriage. Chloe cried to me to do something about it, but I firmly refused because it was none of my business. I demanded alimony from Owen and the woman with whom he was having an affair. She was so furious that she paid the money in a lump sum and left Owen. I guess she was only dating him for the money after all. Owen cheated on me for 15 years and divorced me, and it became a rumor in the company. He had to quit because he was labeled as a despicable and heartless man. The alimony was paid in a lump sum with debt. He is now working day and night, doing manual labor to make ends meet and repay his debts. Since Chloe has returned to his home after the breakup, they are fighting every day and working part-time to make ends meet. For the time being, they will have to pay off their debts and will continue to have a hard time. This does not bring back my 15 years, but it does make me feel a little better. From now on, I will spend my precious time for myself.